Alright, I'm going to make what I guess I'll call my free-for-all vegetable soup. I made this a few weeks ago. It was amazing. So I'm basically pulling stuff out of the freezer and out of the cabinet and just throwing it all in this big old crock pot, and I guarantee it's going to be yummy in a few hours. This video is part of a collaboration named Quick and Easy Meals, and it's hosted by the Grace Life DIY Home Decor, Debbie Bubbles, and Jean Home Decor and more. New videos every Sunday evening at 7 p.m. and the new playlist can be found on the community page of the Grace Life DIY Home Decor. So let's get started with what I have right now. As I said, I'm pulling stuff out of the freezer. I like to rotate, so I have a bag of carrots. So I'm going to throw those in, frozen. And I think I'm going to put one more cup of carrots in there. I have another cup. What's nice about the shredded stuff, the shredded carrots or whatever, is that they do kind of dissolve a little bit into the soup, and they add to the flavor and to the nutrition. After being sick this much, I'm just really working on trying to do better with myself. I had some of these zucchini, and I chopped them up, and I froze them in 1 cup sizes. So I'm going to put 2 of those in here. I just got more zucchini at Costco, so I'm going to use some of that and then freeze the rest. It's great like this. You can use these in baking too. I'm going to go ahead and dump 2 cans of diced tomatoes in here. You can use crushed tomatoes too, liquid and all. We're going to be adding liquid to this too. Go 1. Here we go, another one. I'm going to reserve a cup of this liquid right here with whatever was left over in the can. 3 big tablespoons of red lentils. I like red lentils. You don't need to soak these. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, maybe I'll put in 4, like that. 3 heaping tablespoons. I was going to put white beans in here too, but I forgot to soak them. So I think what I'm going to do is start soaking white beans and red beans and cooking them and having them in the freezer ready to go. But the lentils are good. No soaking needed. They will just soften up as the soup cooks. I think while I'm at it, I'm going to add just that extra cup of water. Get one more thing off of the countertop here. I pulled some mushrooms out of the freezer, so I'm going to cut these up and saute them for a few minutes along with some of this Dollar Tree garlic. I think I'm just going to finish up the garlic in here. I almost forgot I had a bag of onions here in the freezer, just those sweet, mild ones. I'm going to throw the whole thing in here too. This is going to be yummy. And while that's hanging out there, I haven't yet plugged it in. I'm going to cut this potato up into pieces and throw it into the soup also. You can add noodles if you want or anything else you want, but I like it all cooking in 1 crock pot. Outside of course, the mushrooms, which are sauteing away in the frying pan. And here's the potato. I had to add a second small potato because when I started cutting up the big one, there was a part that needed to be cut away, but whatever. It's just potato, more or less, it's all good. Put that in there. We're almost ready to turn this on. I'm gonna add 1 or 2 heaping tablespoons of this Better Than bouillon. This is the roasted seasoned vegetable base. You can use any sort of stock you want. If you wanted to put chicken stock or beef stock in, that's fine. I tend to go vegetable. It's delicious. We're going to add other seasonings in a little while, but we'll get this cooked. I'm also going to add some celery with the leaves attached. I don't keep these in here, but while it's cooking, it adds a nice flavor. The soup is almost ready to turn on. I enjoy making it so much and it's so delicious. All right, let's throw those sauteed mushrooms and garlic in here. want to miss any garlic. Now I'm going to give this a little bit of a stir. Some of it is frozen. I'm going to monitor the liquid level as things defrost, and the crock pot does tend to bring out a lot of liquids. So I'm going to go ahead, put the lid on this, turn it on high, and we'll be checking in. It's been about 2 hours and everything's kind of cooking away, smelling good. Have to get those in a little bit to cover up those celery so some of the flavor gets in. The potatoes aren't cooked yet, they're still hard, and they're kind of my litmus test for knowing whether or not the soup is done. So I'm going to continue to let this cook in the crock pot until the potatoes are nice and soft, and I think we are ready to go. Well, it is smelling good and looking good. I'm going to add a little water and some seasonings, and I think we're about ready to go. Now it's time for seasoning. You can pretty much do what you want here, but I'm going to put in some of this Cavender's all-purpose Greek seasoning from Walmart, this tomato basil seasoning from Dollar Tree. This is Imperfect Foods. It's like an all-purpose seasoning. So any all-purpose seasoning, and I found a little bit of thyme here that I'm going to finish up and throw in there too. Let's finish up that thyme, put in some of that all-purpose seasoning, and you know, all of this can be adjusted. There's a lot of vegetables in here, so seasoning will be absorbed pretty well. Tomato basil, this is like my favorite all-time seasoning. It's so great with this particular recipe because you got the tomato base and the Cavender's all-purpose Greek seasoning. This kind of has an oregano base to it and salt. It's good, it perks things up. Now let's give it a stir, and we'll keep stirring and trying until we like it. And we'll call it a day on this. Oh my gosh, I'm hungry too. It's been raining all day, and I'm ready for a nice hot bowl of soup. And here it is, yummy, yummy, yummy. I would say this maybe makes 8 really nice, generous bowls of soup. You can add more water to it if you want it, but I like it thick like this. The grated carrots and the grated zucchini and stuff like that just thickens it, and it is so flavorful. You can add mozzarella cheese into this, or Parmesan cheese on top, or just leave it the way it is. It is like my favorite comfort food this winter. Thank you so much for watching.